Good morning. Sorry for my voice. I'm recovering from a cold. My question is twofold, and it goes a little bit along the vein of what the young man was saying. Here's my first part. Are we relying too much on technology and therefore not teaching you the basic skills required to survive without the technology? Therefore, if you don't have a computer, are you able to do research? If you don't have a computer and you can't Google, can you get the information to write your 10-page paper? If you don't have a computer, are you able to type the paper? Are we relying too much on technology? And if so, then what are the skills that we need to make sure you have to enhance the technology?
Yes, we are relying too much on technology. That's no question about it. Right now, I don't think that anybody knows how to. If you needed to do a 10-page paper on, like, let's say, George Washington, I'm pretty sure that the first thing they're going to go into is Google.com. They're not going to go to the library. Not many people do not know how to go up, look for research, go through books, take notes, and then write the paper. And I think that maybe in English class, we could probably learn how to do some study skills in library because, English has to do with, research. That's what relates to me. And I've never done that. So far, I've always done things based on computers, typing, writing papers. Every final draft has to be typed, everything. Handwriting skills are not my skills. If you saw my writing, let's just say that. So we are relying too much on technology, and I think we need to do skills. We do have to implement skills, teach students skills on how to do things outside school computers, just in case, let's say, your computer crashes and you're doomed, and you do the paper's due next day. We need to do something about that.
I agree with Dimitri. We do rely on technology a lot because I know these days us young people, we use computers a lot and we don't know how to go to the library and look for information. I think that what we can do is that teachers can take advantage of libraries that's in school, take us downstairs to the library, and just help us to know how to research a paper when our computer's down or when we can't use the computers as a source to get our information, because that's the first thing people will use to get information on certain things. So I think we can take advantage more of the libraries in our schools.
I'd like to just push back on that a minute. Because if anything, the technology has gotten so far that it's very hard for us to turn it around and go back the other way to the way that we used to, as one of my colleagues just said, Mr. Rodriguez just said, our typewriter never crashed. But we're not going to go back to our typewriter. And many of the times that when we had a typewriter, we took keyboarding or typing classes, and in the wisdom of somebody, even though the quirky keyboard still exists, we don't teach you how to use it. And you're, killing your thumbs, right, So, especially when you're using the quirky keyboard on your PDA. Here's my question. Should we be learning a new way to teach based on the technology? Do you find that you're being forced to learn a 21st century way, a 20th century way when you're here in the 21st century? And should the teachers really be trying to catch up with you as opposed to us trying to keep you back where we are?
Well, the times are changing, and not necessarily saying to have like a new teaching lesson plan, but just tweak it a little bit, so you can, get the drift of the 21st century.
I think what's happening is that we're having a major technical revolution. And it's not like it was 10, 20 years ago, and where we literally had to write out, our essays and whatnot. People want things faster, quicker. So, most teenagers are not going to sit back and literally write a 10-page essay because that takes time. I mean, you can literally write up a 10-page essay within 5 5-10 minutes on like Word, if you're fast enough. But but yeah, people want things faster. They wanna move things along so they can move on with their life. I mean, that's what technology is. I mean, it's to help mankind make life much easier for themselves. So yeah.
All right. Me again. He's right about that, and it would help like as the amount of typing and everything. It'd be good just like it could be like a semi-history class back in you guys' day when you guys had to write. It's always good to do. I'm sorry, wait. I meant we could have a small course or something in which we could learn those skills. Because I know when I was in elementary school, I forget we learned how to do all those basic skills back in the day when you just didn't have a computer, and you had to write it, and you had to learn how to do an outline and everything. And because it'd be good that every once in a while, as part of your grade, you have a paper that you just have to write out, or you take a handwriting class. Maybe one or two is like as a extracurricular activity, like a secondary what's it called? A computer class. What are those called?
Computer skills?
Whatever. Yeah. Well, you know what I mean. Yeah.